deploy to Heroku, we have to do a few things to our application. There are three things that you need to specify inside the files of your application so that Heroku can run correctly. The first two of those is what version of Node and what version of NPM you wish to run. That's specified in the package.json file. So we'll go into there, and we're going to add a new section to this file. I'm going to put it right after scripts, and that is the engines property. Inside of here, I'm going to specify two settings. First, the version of Node. Now, in case you don't know which version of Node you're running, that's easily discovered by going out to your command line and typing in node -- version. And that tells me that I'm on version 0.10.21. So I'm going to put in 0.10.x. that tells Heroku that any version of Node that's 0.10 will be fine. The next setting is NPM. Same thing, I'm going to go out to my command line, type in npm version, and I see I'm running 1.3.11. So I'm going to do the same thing, specify the major and minor versions, but leave the third number as x. That way any version of 1.3 of npm is acceptable. That finishes up the changes we need to make to our package.json file. Now we need to create a new file inside of our project in the root of it, which is called procfile. This file has no extension. Inside of here, I'm going to type in the following string: web:/node and then server.js. This tells Heroku that when it runs, it should run the command node server.js. Now the next change I need to make is to the port that my server runs on. Heroku websites run off of port 80, but in my file, I'm specifying that it should be running off port 3030. So what I'm going to do is make a change that's very similar to the change that we made up above, where we look for the node_env variable. I'm going to tell my application to look for a port specification. That's found inside of process.env.port. And if that's not set, then I'll set it to 3030. And that's all the changes that I need to make to the general part of my application in order for it to run on Heroku. In the next section, we'll make changes to our MongoDB configuration.